and welcome to the Marriott Manager in Training Program. Today you will have your first training on how to become an effective leader. Let's take a page out of the book of Mr. Marriott himself, Mr. J.W. Marriott, and his 4 leadership styles. The first leadership style that Mr. Marriott embodies is a charismatic leader. A charismatic leader is one that inspires and builds trust and commitment from his followers. Mr. Marriott has been able to build Marriott into one of the premier lodging facilities in the world. His philosophy is that your employees and your customers are your primary priority in the hotel industry. His ability to build trust and commitment from his employees has made him a charismatic leader. The second type of leader that Mr. Marriott embodies is a supportive leader. A supportive leader is one that creates a healthy environment for his employees to work in. Mr. Marriott believes that an effective leader is one that takes time to listen to the needs of his employees and build a healthy work condition and environment. The third type of leader that Mr. Marriott embodies is a transformational leader. Some may argue that Mr. Marriott is the ultimate transformational leader. A transformational leader is both charismatic and supportive. And ultimately, the charismatic leader who's also supportive, ultimate goal is the well-being of his employees. Mr. Marriott's philosophy, and the philosophy that Marriott has stood on for over 75 years, is that the employee is the greatest asset of the company. And that can be reflected by a survey that was done in 2006 that showed that over 90% of Marriott's employees deemed their work experience as satisfactory. Lastly, Mr. Marriott can be seen as the hands-on leader. With over 3,200 hotels throughout the entire world, it is nearly impossible for Mr. Marriott to visit each and every property. But that is not an excuse for him. He does not use his flexibility as an excuse. He speaks to the managers via email and letters daily so that he can receive reports on how the properties are doing. And every year he makes it a point to visit over 250 of the properties. Don't be surprised if you see Mr. Marriott walking through the hotel and swiping for dust. Then he will take out his notepad and make notes on how and ways that he can improve the hotel. He also tries to check the name cards or the name tags of some of the employees and remember them. I encourage you to find the Mr. Marriott in you. In over 75 years, he has built, after becoming the CEO of the company, Marriott into one of the most recognizable brands throughout the entire world. Mr. Marriott has said that his success is based on 4 key components. And I would like to share these components with you as you go to become leaders in the hospitality industry. The first is hire people that are good and treat them well. His second component is if you hire someone and you feel you've made a mistake, terminate them immediately. His third key to success is simply work hard. Mr. Marriott's work ethic is probably due to the fact that his father was a very hard worker and built the foundation for what Marriott is today. And lastly, he believes that you should know your business well. Because if you know your business well, you'll be able to better handle situations that may occur. I encourage all of you to find the Marriott in you. I have definitely found the Marriott in me. I find that treating people well will get you far in the business, and I look to Mr. Marriott as a role model. So as you go out in the world today to become managers, I encourage you to embody or emulate the 4 leadership styles of Mr. J.W. Bill Marriott. Thank you.